Like, you want your partner to be comfortable with you to experience life. Like, ain't no when it comes to this.
Nah, there is some no's now.
But I'm just saying, though.
There's definitely some no's.
I mean, there is, but having a thumb on your thumb in your butt, it's not that bad though.
In who butt?
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. No. Wait. Wait. I was thinking something.
You wait. Back door.
Wait, I was thinking something.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. That's the flag. That's my flag that I got. Flag on the plate. Flag on the plate.
Nah.
Hate me now, cause you were gonna hate me later. Yo, Dre, Jeff, King. Let's give him something to hate us for.
What's good, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. This is the Hate Me Now podcast. Not just a podcast, but a lifestyle. And if you hate us, then you
Hate us now.
And that's a fact.
Big Jav, what up?
Hi.
Dre, what's up?
What's the word?
Chilling. Yo, I got a question, bro. Not a question. Y'all been watching, like I'm on social media now, right? A little bit more than often, right? And all I see is YNs. Either just walking on the street, robbing people, walking on the street, beating people up, being on the bus wilding out. Like, what's going on, bro? And then one thing, I'm with my daughter a lot, right? And she dead wanna, what you call it? What's that? That suit up. Nike Tech. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Still?
Hell no.
Why?
Because think about it, like, and I explained this to her, and it's bad that I'm doing this because when she says it, I'm like, damn, I'm that parent now. But I'm like, when I look at those kids, I'm thinking one thing, and she's like, but Dad, not all of them are like that. Like, they're somebody's kid. I'm like, yeah, but they do dumb stuff. Like,
but you can't use the Nike Tech to say that.
he want people to be in a quarter zip.
Yeah, like you can't use the Nike Tech.
Yo, but that's what that's like their uniform.
Wouldn't say that.
But that's their uniform.
I wouldn't say that.
That's like you thinking that everybody in that shiesty that they gonna rob you or they
not
something.
gonna rob me, but you know the gear.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Nike Tech's backpack, shiesty. All right, I know what he about.
Nah, that's mad judgmental.
That's a Nike Tech. I wouldn't get her the Nike Tech, bro. That's
wait. But would y'all agree that most of the kids that do these stuff, right, that we see, geared up like that?
Nah, I can't agree to that.
Damn.
I can't agree to that, bro.
I gotta send you these videos when I see them.
I don't care how many videos you sent me. The clothes don't make you that. Like, I don't care. If you raise your kid right, it don't matter what you put your kid in. You can't buy them a Nike Tech and then they change automatically. They're out there just doing falling out.
Facts. All right. So in my daughter case, right, I'm not buying you a Nike Tech because I know the image
that you perceive it to be.
Yes.
I don't.
So if
I'm thinking Jav don't.
All right. Let's say 10 people walking down the block, and I'm going with the least amount. 4 people think that way. That's 4 people that's looking at you different.
So hold on, wait a minute now.
Please let me hear.
So you're gonna sit here and tell your child to live her life to how people perceive her. So those 4 people, she gotta worry about what those 4 people think.
If I can in that way, yes.
So okay, I'm happy you said that. If she doesn't have on a Nike Tech, forget those 4 people. Now these 6 people look at her some type of way based on what you dress her in. Then what?
He's fine if it's a positive thing.
No. You don't know what they judge her as. So what are you gonna do? At some point, you can't tell her, you know what? Just wrap yourself in a bed sheet and that's it.
You know what he gonna do?
It don't matter what she wear.
He gonna make up in his head that 2 of them over there is judging her.
Yeah, it's judging her. That's like when they said don't wear a hoodie because they see you as a criminal. That's crazy to me.
I thought that too, but that's different.
Oh, it is?
How?
That's different.
How?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing. Wait. Yes, it's different because we know wearing hoodies don't mean that. We all know that.
Wearing a Nike Tech is a hoodie too. It don't mean that.
Yes, but they all, you know what it's about. Come on.
Who know what it's about? You are making it that.
Y'all making it like y'all don't know what it's about.
Didn't the president of Venezuela got arrested in that? So what he was about?
Exactly.
Because he got arrested?
Thank you.
He never got arrested in that.
He just put that on him.
They put that on him. He didn't get arrested in that.
After
when he was doing all his crime, he had on a suit.
But you know why he did that? They did that?
Wow.
It's like, you're YN. Just put that on him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It sounds like you agree with them.
Right.
The clothes don't make you that, man. They won't perceive you however they want to perceive you. It's what you do. It don't make a difference.
Would I change my mind? I still stick to my
Do you look at your child as a YN?
No.
But you feel like as
But
soon as
if she
putting on the
dressed the
Nike
part, if she dressed the part and be out there with her friends doing hood rat stuff, then yes.
Yes, I'm happy you put that to the end of it.
Yeah.
Doing this stuff makes you that. You're not
Right.
saying that. You're only saying the clothes makes you
where
that.
Yeah, but if she with her friends that do that, and then all of a sudden, okay,
Brother
I'm not
from
gonna
the
go.
fuck-
Oh, that
What
person.
was the keyword
Oh,
just
that
now?
person dressed like. Oh, nah.
What was the keyword you said just now?
What I say?
If.
If. Yes.
That's the keyword.
correct.
If. So if she's not doing it, then what?
Different.
So let me ask you a question. You think that she could do it without the Nike Tech?
Correct. Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
So when she wear the Nike Tech, what does that make her?
It make her stronger. Oh, I got it, homie. Like
Nigga said,
That's
it
I feel
makes
like
it
that's you.
stronger. I'm crying.
That's your perception of it. Nike Tech don't mean nothing, bro.
Poor thing.
No.
You need a
It's all right.
session.
I do.
It's all right, King.
I'm gonna hear y'all out. I hear y'all
It's
out.
all right, man.
Since I can't win this battle, next battle.
Who we shouting out today?
Oh, we shouting out Jamel.
Oh,
Yes, indeed. Would you say clock it? Clock that too? Yeah, because he did comment in that one, what you call it, right?
yeah, he coming in a few clips.
Thank you for doing that.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
that.
Shout out to you.
What's the what you call it for today? The not the hot topic, the topic of the day, Dre.
I heard you, when I was in there, I heard you practicing. I thought you was gonna do it.
You know what's funny, bro? For the
Nah, I
people
got
that don't know, bro, I'll be trying my best, bro. I'll be
I got
trying
you.
my best.
Well, this topic right here, it's a touchy one for some people, I guess. I mean, but this week's topic goes, in your own words, what makes a relationship dead? And what do you do when your partner becomes boring and predictable?
Like the song go heavy, real heavy. That's a heavy one. Damn, that's a lot.
Like, what makes it, and like I said, in your own words, what makes a relationship dead? Because I feel like it's different. It might be different for everybody else.
Like lack of communication.
That could be one. I know. Actually, no. Let me take that back. That's a big one. Lack of communication is a big one. Lack of intimacy is another big one.
Oh,
The
that's
physical?
a fact.
Hell yeah. Hanging out a lot.
Less.
I mean, hanging out less. Yeah.
Hanging out with each other?
Yeah.
Okay,
Less.
okay.
Even-
Let me ask you. You think at school, like, okay, let's say we in a good relationship, right? But I don't hang out with you as much, but I hang out with my friends more. Is that okay?
I feel like it depends on the person.
Correct. All right, good. No, I just wanted to know that. It wasn't anything.
So question to that, right? Before we got together, was I hanging out with my friends all the time?
Yes.
Did I change how much I was hanging out with them and started hanging out with this person?
Nah, you
And then
just.
it was just
still
always
same
like
thing.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can see a problem with that though.
Oh,
You could
okay.
see a problem with that.
Yeah, I can see a problem with
I
that.
feel like if that's consistency, then I don't know what else is.
But that's not a good
Yeah, but now you got in a
consistency.
relationship.
Because now you're in a relationship
Yeah.
and you're still not giving this person time. So I
But
can
did
see
the
where
person ever
issue is.
complain about the time?
No.
So I'm saying, if they're not complaining, how are you supposed to know that that's even a problem?
But aren't you supposed to like figure that
Communicate
out?
that?
Like, not even so,
You
you're
see
supposed to be
that?
like, damn, all right, wait. Nah, let me plan something to go out, and we go out. All right, fine.
Yeah, like if you're interested, I feel like you're gonna be doing little things like
Yeah,
to
because
show me
you
that
could
you
make plans
care.
to go out with your friends,
That's the
right?
next thing too, like showing the person that you care about them. If you're not getting that affection, then you a dub. Like then it's boring.
I feel like what makes it dead in my eyes is like when we get complacent. It's just like, all right, it's another day. And people blame that on, oh, we've been together for so long. But I know people who have been together for so long and they still find ways to make it like, all right, it's not boring, it's not predictable, it's not the same thing over and over and over. Like we find
Correct,
stuff
yeah.
to do. You know what I mean? Like I get it. And then on the other hand, sometimes you are comfy where you're at and people try to take you out your comfort zone. That might be a problem because who knows? You want to do some shit that I'm really not into. I don't want to do it. So now I'm like, yo, I don't want to do it. Respect that. And you're saying, man, you're boring. Like, why not? It's just now we bumping heads. Feel like we got to meet in the middle some way, somehow to understand. Like, all right, you want to have fun? I don't want to go that far with it.
So wait, so you don't think that you could be boring in some part of the relationship?
Yeah.
Yes.
But all right, this another thing, right?
Uh-huh.
If your partner is telling you, like, yo, it's boring.
All right, thank you. I think that's when it becomes an issue.
But you know,
Because sometimes you don't know you're boring.
and I was gonna say sometimes you don't even know until y'all get into an argument.
Exactly.
And it's like that you dropped the fuck out of here with your boring ass.
Whoa, what?
Like,
yo, wait.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I'm happy. I'm happy you said that. All right, this for all of us, right? What if somebody just dropped that on you? Y'all having an argument and all of a sudden they drop that on you?
So I feel like some people might think that that's just a part of the argument.
Yeah.
They don't really feel like that.
Nah,
but I
what
feel
if
like
you-
if you
what
said
if
that
like,
shit, you
yeah,
feel like that.
I am kind. But why she didn't? I would feel away.
I can't respect. I wouldn't feel away.
You won't feel away?
Because I couldn't. I can't respect it. Because now that we're in an argument, you're
saying you're bringing it up.
Like if you had said it to me before,
Yeah.
and now you say it in an argument, I'm like, God damn, like it's real.
Oh, yeah.
It's real. But if we arguing,
Okay,
because
and you
sometimes
just-
people
But
try to
isn't-
swing for the fences.
But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but so isn't that part of it? When they saying certain shit like that, and like because you're having arguments like that, then the relationship was kind of like dead.
To a certain extent, and I'm not saying that I
for
don't
that
believe
for
her.
that person, yes.
It's not that I wouldn't believe it. It's just that I wouldn't. Now I feel like I don't take you serious because you waited for us to be in an argument for you to swing this at me.
So wait, so what if they come back and try to apologize to you about saying that during
You
the
meant
argument?
it. You meant it. You whatever you meant it. Let's
Yeah.
not.
I
You
would
could apologize.
definitely
You could
be like that.
apologize, but at the
If
end
in the
of
back
day,
of my mind,
you meant
it's
it.
still there.
I'll accept your apology.
Yeah.
But you meant it. So what do we do now? Are we gonna try to fix this and try to say, all right, let's see how we can make it better, or are we gonna hold on to it?
wait, you would try to fix it?
That's if you want your relationship.
Yeah, if I feel like, all right, let's talk. If I see you come to me and say, you know what, I was wrong for coming at you like that.
Yeah.
I meant what I said, but I should have never did it. I should have said something to you before.
Before it got
we
me.
should have spoken about this. I feel like it's boring, it's predictable. All right, let's talk then. Because now I see you trying to sit and have a conversation with me. But sometimes maybe it's too far gone.
Wait, so what makes it boring?
What makes it boring?
The relationship boring?
It could be anything.
Could be anything. Like
That was the question. What makes
If
a
you-
relationship boring to you?
it could be a sexual thing that makes it boring. It's like, all right,
What,
you said
lack of sex?
But you said like
not even a lack of sex. It's like, all right, I know 7 days in the week, and I know exactly what days out the week we're gonna have sex. And when
That's whack,
And when
bro.
we do have
Just a
sex,
plan to fuck every day, every time?
No,
You got a
and then-
plan?
But wait,
when we
there
do
go.
have sex,
Uh-huh.
I know how we're gonna start,
I know
how we're gonna finish.
Yeah.
Know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know for 5 minutes we're gonna do this position, and then for 7 minutes we're gonna do
Rotate.
this.
And
Like,
after that?
So it's not even enjoyable. In your
like,
brain, it's
I
like,
mean, it could still be enjoyable. It's just that we know that it's a routine.
and after a while it gets boring.
For some people, Jab, it's a routine.
Yeah, but I
yeah,
feel
but
like,
the way that you
nah.
could tell the exact position.
And you do have that.
But wait, let me ask you this. Let's say I know the position you like, and I know, okay, we're gonna go do that. But it's not, that's something you enjoy, so I know, I bet we gotta do that.
Every time we got to do it the same exact way, the same steps. We're going to start like this and we're going to finish like this.
And she better, because if she come up with new tricks, I'd be like, wait
Where
a
did you learn
minute.
that from?
Wait a minute.
Nah.
Wait.
It's all right.
Wait.
You boring.
Wait. If you in a relationship with somebody come up with a new trick, how would you be? You won't be like, wait a minute.
Oh, that was lit. Where you got that one from? You don't have to
And
be
then the person
that.
be like, nah, I just saw some on
Yeah.
TV.
That be happening. That be happening.
I'm pretty sure that happens.
Yeah, that don't mean
I feel like
that's a
that's
lie.
okay. That's okay. Like, just like if I seen some shit and I want to go try it,
Yeah.
I don't want her to be accusing me of shit.
But
Bitch, you boring. And I seen some shit that I
And
wanted
that's
to try. Fuck is you accusing me for?
But all right, so let's say you do that, right? And I'm asking both of y'all, and the person question you. What would you do? Or how would you feel?
If
Like-
like I literally watch it somewhere, whatever, I'm be tight. Okay, that never happened to you before. Somebody accused you
So
of
this
having
is the
sex with
thing,
somebody else, and you literally just saw the shit that you would have tried.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No.
explain.
I mean, no, that never happened to me before. Sorry.
you
I'm
mean,
gonna
no,
explain.
that happened
I'm gonna
to me.
explain. I'm gonna explain like, yo, this is what I saw.
Uh-huh.
I saw it here, and I wanted to try it. Now, I swear to God, if you keep pushing and
Yeah.
doing the most, like, now I believe you, I'm gonna get tight. I'm gonna be upset.
Of course.
Because I hate that.
So let me ask you this: would you, if you know a new move, would you talk to that person first, like, yo, I found something,
And you wanna
I wanna
try?
it, or
Not necessarily.
I want to surprise
I
you.
know,
moment.
of course, but that's the best way to
Yeah,
do
You
you're
it.
ain't
in the
supposed to
moment.
tell all your church.
Spontaneously,
Yeah.
right? But knowing that person, you know your person. Jab, you know your person.
Then they still gonna think that way. If you,
But isn't it best to, if you know that person going to say something, isn't it best to be like,
but they still gonna think that way. They gonna think that the only reason why you tell them
No,
is because you.
that's what I'm saying. To me, that's boring.
That's
if
boring.
if I gotta discuss with you that, yo, you know what? I'm gonna bend you over the fence
Yeah.
tonight in the backyard. God damn! I gotta
Wait,
discuss this shit with
no,
you.
no.
And then she gonna ask you where you learned
I
that
almost
from.
agree with you. But that's not boring.
But then what?
That's not boring that I gotta
That-
discuss it.
no, that's
discuss this
me
shit
coming
with
to
you?
tell you, yo, I found a new trick. Yo, this is what we're gonna do today.
Ah, what the fuck?
Wait.
I feel like you gotta know your woman. If she's the type of person that's like, okay, this is not gonna accuse me
Yeah,
of
that's
shit like
fact.
that.
All right. Yes. That's like going to a new
But now-
restaurant and be like, yo, I must try something new today.
But it's the thing.
I'm hyped.
Like Jav said,
Yeah.
she's gonna fucking accuse you regardless. Even if you discuss it, she gonna wanna know why you came up with this.
Yeah.
Who told you about this? So if you spring it out in the bed, she's
I'm
gonna
not
feel
gonna
the
lie
same
to
way.
you. I would probably say it jokingly,
Yeah.
but I'm serious. Like, I seriously want to know where the fuck you learned
Yeah,
this at.
exactly.
I want to know, but maybe I might believe you.
That's
Maybe
weird.
I don't, depending on what you.
In all honesty, I'm not questioning that shit. Like,
Right.
if I, like, damn, you learned some new shit. All right, cool. Where you seen this at? You seen it in a
You just
movie? You heard it
question
from
it.
your friends? All right, cool, whatever. I'm not sitting here trying to think, maybe it's a nigga. I swear to God, that would be the last thing that
Thing
popped in the
about
back.
it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not
I'm
gonna be the
definitely
first
not
thing to
thinking
have
that.
to.
Yeah.
But you want to know where they got it from,
Like, one of your
especially
friends told you
some
about
fire
it?
shit.
You're saying yes. You're saying no like him. Then you say yes. You do want to know.
What do you mean?
I would like to know, but I'm not thinking
You
like
said-
you learned in a bad thing. I'm
You
not gonna
won't-
accuse you.
Yeah, you won't. Wait.
That's the difference.
You're saying you would want to know, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. Like, if you do some shit, I'm gonna ask you, where did you get that from? I want to know.
Jokingly.
I was like jokingly, I probably say it, but I
But-
seriously want to know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not about to sit there and accuse you though. The last thing would be me thinking you learned this shit from a dude.
That's what I said.
Definitely not thinking that. I'm trying
So
to.
you won't think, all right, he learned that from somebody else.
Off the rip,
Why
no.
Oh,
would you
okay.
think
It
that,
depends
though?
on how you explaining it, and if the explanation don't sound,
But what if you do it real good? You'd be like, wait, there's not a practice mode. This is like,
the fuck?
You sound like you be the one who be questioning this shit. I ain't questioning that
You
shit.
never went to your partner with some new shit, and then they be like, "Oh, where you learn that from?"
nah, we just rock with it.
Bro.
I've been asked that before.
It's
Yeah.
movies,
Nah, we
it's
just-
TV shows, it's social media, it's books, it's friends. Like you hear shit all the time.
Actually, no, I lied. I did ask one of them.
What they said?
It was too good. I had to ask.
What they said?
They just learned it. They just like,
Oh,
just
from
want to try
experience.
something. Yeah.
Wanna try?
No, wait.
I feel like that's why the shit would be dead and boring because you know you can't go to your partner and ask certain stuff or request certain stuff
Nah.
or even try certain shit.
Nah, I think I'm gonna tell you, to be honest with you, I feel like trying new stuff is like the best thing.
A lot of people.
Yeah, but it
won't,
depends. Some people they don't want to do certain things. So if you beg them, like, let me.
I don't know.
That's the thing.
I
you
want to
gonna
be
take
there.
If you're gonna take me out my comfort zone
Yeah.
or some shit that I'm against,
Yeah.
then I'm against it. The same way how I feel like if you against some shit, I don't think it's right for me to be pushing that on you.
But then I can say that you're boring.
Then I guess we're gonna have to agree with that one.
You get
But
what I'm
if-
saying?
But if it's out your comfort zone and I understand this is something that you don't agree with, I feel like you should respect it. But certain simple stuff that we both don't see nothing wrong with it, why not?
But like, say for example, whatever. Say you was in a relationship prior, and there's certain things that you learned and did and whatever. Then you come to this new relationship and you trying to bring what
Yeah.
you already
What you
know,
know.
and
Yeah.
they're like, oh no, like you want your partner to be comfortable with you to experience
Correct.
life.
Correct.
Like ain't no when it comes to
But
this.
Nah, there is some no's now.
But I'm just saying though.
There's definitely some no's.
I mean, there is, but having a thumb in your butt, it's not that bad though.
And who but?
Wait, hold on. Wait. No, wait. I was thinking something.
You kicking me back door.
I was thinking something.
Kicking
Hold on,
shit.
wait. Hold on. That's the
Wait,
flag. That's my flag that I got. Flag on the plate. Flag on the plate.
Nah, to
Hold
be
on.
honest, I'm thinking we're still talking without the cameras.
No. Hold on. man.
Right there. He using this part. This is to start the fucking shit.
Nah, he's gotta start the episode.
I told you.
Wait. Hold on.
Yo.
No.
What you talking about?
Wait. No. All right, can we moving along? Yes. So
Wait, let's not.
In a
Wait.
relationship.
No, wait, hold on. So you want to stick it in your partners?
I don't know if this shit got stronger or what,
Stick
but
it in your
hold on.
Drake. Look at his face. Look at his face.
He said it, nigga.
no, but Drake, you never had a thumb.
Where? You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind.
So wait,
Hey, hold on.
So if
You
somebody
had to
say you're
tell-
boring because you're not doing that, then what?
So he said,
I'll
babe, you're
accept
boring
that.
because you won't let me put it up there.
Yeah.
You gonna let them do it?
I don't want to be boring.
Shit, nigga, I be bored like a motherfucker.
mean, yo.
I be bored as hell.
So
What's the point of?
You did that before.
I'm saying why?
Yo, hold on. Wait.
Wait, what you was drinking?
Can we move along? What's next?
Hold
Is with the same partner?
on. No, wait, man.
What's next?
Yo, how it felt?
Yo, what's next?
Like a
Yo, hold on, man.
He not using this part.
This is what I'm saying about is some nose that's in shit. It's
But
some
not-
nose.
King, I love that you please your partner, bro.
This is my
Wait.
thing, right?
I love that you let your partner please you.
This is the question I gotta ask, right?
Yeah, because
How does that help me? How does
To come out your shell.
how does that them doing that helps me?
Because listen,
Oh, help me?
I thought it was gonna be bad until I felt it. Yo, wait, stop. Yo, wait, stop.
King,
Yo, relax.
felt good.
Yo, stop, bro. Yo, just in case, this is all AI.
Yo.
This is all AI. This is all AI talking.
It felt good.
This is all AI.
Oh my God. Ooh.
Damn, you got a drink for that? Nah, it's no way.
If anybody say you boring, papa, you know boring. You know boring.
You know,
Shit.
So that's not boring to you? That's exciting to you? Because you're
But that's what I'm saying,
hold
though.
on. It sounds like you like shit like that too.
I would never.
wait, Jav, you wouldn't?
No, I wanted to go to dark places.
See, this the
Oh,
thing,
my
right?
goodness.
So, King, you willing to go all the way.
Your guy needs for real.
Which is cool.
Yo, first of
He
all,
not even
relax
got
with
any.
that, bro.
This is my thing. If somebody's asking me to cross that line that I don't want to cross,
For them.
and you're gonna tell me I'm boring because I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
By all means, I'll be boring. By all means. Because I'm pretty sure if I was asking her to cross certain lines that she didn't want to cross,
I'm pretty sure they'd be like, no.
she'd be like, no.
I
There's
got
certain lines that I feel like everybody could agree.
I agree.
Like, nah, you're bugging.
Not everybody.
You're
I feel
going
like it's
to cross.
some people that's willing to go all the way.
Nah, it's alright. Most
Yeah,
people in
I
life,
feel like
most people in life that if you would bring the same shit that King was just saying just now to 20
Like, if I
people,
brought what King was saying
most
to you.
people- most people would be like, nah, I'm not crossing that line.
Correct.
but you
just
crossed
said,
it.
You just said you're not doing it. So I feel like most people would be like, nah, it's
Wait,
certain
wait.
things that we
First
could
of all,
agree on.
Jav, and please don't cut this part. I was potting, by the way, all right? That was all pot.
No.
That was all pot.
No.
And it was
You
AI.
stirring up.
I would hope. I would seriously hope.
Nah. But go ahead.
It
There's
was
certain
good.
things that I feel like you gotta. Nah,
No, I wouldn't do
we're
that.
not crossing the line.
No, I wouldn't do that. Stop, bro.
It was good. Sorry, Dre.
I feel like there's certain things we're not gonna cross the
Wait,
line
no.
with. Even going on the second part, like I feel like when you feel like your partner is boring and predictable, I feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had. It's like a serious conversation. Like, yo, listen, I know what we're doing every week, even when it comes to not sex. Like, I know what we're doing. I know if you say we going out to eat, I know it's 1 or 2 or 3 places we going. If you say we going out for a night of fun, I know we going to 1 or 2 places. Like, it's so much stuff that we could do.
But but I feel like, yo, some people, it works for them because they like that schedule.
But
like
that's not, but that's
No,
not what
but
I'm going
say-
with, though.
you
I'm
say
going
if it's
with
boring,
if
it's boring
an
for
issue,
the other person.
If it's okay in your relationship, then
Facts,
it's okay.
then good.
But if it's an issue for one person,
Yeah.
then the relationship.
But what if
has
it's an issue for both of them, but they ain't saying nothing? Like, because they so used to it being that way.
Now but hey, I guess. But y'all gotta figure that out because that's when I feel like y'all start doing your own shit. I feel like now it's like, all right, cool.
It's like, whatever.
This what you want to do, I'll do that with you. But I want to do something else.
So I got a better question too, right? If you feel that way with your partner, right? Like your partner's boring and they're not willing to change. Likewise to you, right? Is that terms to, even if, let's say you bring it to that person, that you speak to that person, but that person is stuck in their way. Is that terms to break up?
Eventually, I feel like eventually, because especially if it's a sexual thing.
Okay, that's different.
Especially if it's a sexual thing, because I feel like that's gonna drive you to go elsewhere, because you're not being satisfied as far as like you're not being pleased, you're not being happy with what's given to you.
But what if it's not even a sexual thing? Like, you know how some people could like say I met you and you're not my partner or whatever, but we have just this great chemistry. The conversation are always vibey, but my partner don't give me that. The sex is good, but conversation-wise, it don't uplift me.
Correct.
And I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want you to text me because I want to text you. Isn't that form of...
But is that term of, in that, would you want to leave your partner because of that? Because you don't feel stimulated mentally?
It could be a possibility. I feel like
I feel like both people would feel some type of way. Like if I find out this what you're doing with the other person,
no, but let's say I don't know.
Ass.
Let's say you don't know that, or I don't know that you're speaking to somebody else on that level, right?
Yeah, and we're not talking at all?
We're talking, but not on that type of level. Like you could go to that person and talk about politics and all that other stuff, and everything is great. But when you come home, sex, we're good. We could go out, we have fun. But when it comes to actually speaking, you like to gossip. I'm like, nah, I see it as gossip or whatever it is, right?
Politics, you said.
Or that. And I'm like, Jav, nah, that's not me. I'm not with that. How would you feel?
I feel like you dumbed it down so much where you're basically making it seem like, all right, cool, it's nothing. It's all right, we good. Because you said the sex is great, we go out to eat and have fun and all of that, but we just don't gossip. If it's something...
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
I feel like you dumbed it down like so much where it's just like, it's this little thing that we just don't speak.
We should break up because of that.
But when she said don't speak, it seemed like we just announced that we don't speak.
But what she basically said was, it seems like our relationship now is just purely sex because sex is great, but everything else is outside with somebody else. So she not cheating, but everything else, every enjoyment, every conversation, all of that is with somebody else. But sex is great with you, and that's it.
I'm happy. All right, that's a perfect one. So is that terms to break up with that person?
I feel like it could be. Because now I feel like it could get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm really vibing with you, and sex with you could be great, and I'm vibing with you. So why not just go over here and get everything? Because the only thing you're giving me is sex.
But we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. It could be grounds for breaking up.
And this is why I feel like people so quick to like, let's say I meet you, right? Like I'm married, I meet you, and we having a good time. All of a sudden I'm like, damn, I keep talking to you more and more often. Feelings become whatever, right? Now I'm like, all right, I start looking over there more, like to you. I feel like that's the issue. Once you attach to somebody, right? I feel like, or once you with somebody, I feel like you're supposed to cherish that person. Even if you have a good conversation, that's not supposed to trick my mind to be like, maybe I should
like
stop
it's
going over
your mind.
But if
it is though.
If
not
don't want to be no more, you can't say that.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Like, why?
Because you just said why.
Everything always gonna look good on the other side.
Not necessarily.
You don't know until you take a chance.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You rather stay in something that you're not happy with?
Yes.
No, not that I'm not happy. I'm happy. It's just maybe conversation-wise, I'm like, damn, that could be better. But that's it. And don't give me terms to be like, I got it.
That might not mean much to you, but what to me, it means a lot. Having this type of connection and conversation that I can speak to you and we speak on stuff, whether it be social stuff or whatever it is, we could speak on it and have a great conversation, and I can't do that with you, then that's an issue. I feel like me and you, what are we really doing? Just the sex?
Did you talk to that person about it?
We literally said that.
Have a conversation?
Yeah. If it's just sex and like, all right, cool. The same on the flip side. If we could talk, we could have good conversation, we could talk about business, all of that, and the sex is lacking really bad, that could be an issue for us to break up.
Yeah.
You said damn?
I guess it makes sense, but...
You're damn right it makes sense. I feel like you would never know.
If you lacking some shit, then, hey, you're going to force yourself to stay and not be happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why he settled? It's not saying, okay, it's going to be better.
All right, perfect picture, right? Now, me and you in a relationship. Now, you're speaking to him. He's giving me a great conversation or whatever. Y'all good. You break up with me and go with him, right? Now, conversation is good. Sex is good. Financially, he's not cutting it for you. You're going to break up with him and go to somebody else that financially, when you talk to that person, conversation is good. Financially, he's very stable. What do you do then?
I feel like I'm going to definitely talk to him first. And
but if he can...
I feel like it's a pick or choose. I feel like it's a pick or choose.
But that's what I'm saying. I say that to show that you can't just be like, oh, that person's lacking this here. All right, let me go find it somewhere else. All right, now I'm here.
You can't
and now
say that because it's like you don't have to settle for this person.
But when do you stop and settle that?
When you feel like this is it.
When you feel like this is it. You can't tell somebody to settle where they don't want to settle. You can't say that.
Yes, but how many times are you gonna go around and be like, all right, I gotta figure it? Nah, that's not the person. No, that's not the person.
Let me say this: I will do it 1,000 times over.
You're not.
Yes,
so you're supposed to curb your happiness.
So hold on. I'm supposed to settle. I'm supposed to settle for whatever just because I say I don't want to keep doing that?
No. My question is, how many times you gonna go around to be
As
like,
long as it takes for me to be happy.
That's
Duh.
crazy.
Your happiness
You
don't
too?
count?
Yes.
Wait, your happiness don't count?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
King, if that was the case, you would have never gotten the few relationships that you ever did. Because everybody would have just settled. That one person would have just settled with you, and y'all would have toxic shit going on.
That's facts. I give you that. All right, let me say, what if you married, right? I get it. First relationship, nope. That's not it for me. You leave that. Now you know what you want.
No, yeah, okay. You know what you want.
Right? Because you broke up, you saw what was going on. Now you go with somebody else. Now everything is good. 10 years into it, you're like, nah, this ain't it. Do you break up to go be like, all right, let me try somebody else?
Yeah, if you're unhappy,
But that's what I'm saying. At what point do you
So
stop?
let me ask you, hold on. So you
Am I asking the wrong question here?
Yes, you are, because I want to know. So you rather stay in a toxic marriage?
It's not toxic.
Yes, it is.
It's just that
No.
conversation-wise.
Hold on. So, all right. This person is telling you that you're not it for them. What are you going to do? You're going
that's
to keep
different.
fighting?
If somebody say you're not it for them, cool. If
what's the difference?
I don't know, what's the difference?
the difference is that person choosing to leave.
Yes.
Me, let's say me, right?
You're choosing to settle.
That's you. You going to stay.
Yes.
That's you. But what if the person say, you've been married to this person for 10 years and they say to you, bro, this is not working. I for the past 2 years,
Yeah, I tried.
it's not it. I want to leave. You're going to tell them to stay.
No. Well, yes.
You sound like yes.
Wait,
You sound like yes to me.
Because when I say yes, I want somebody to hear me say yes and then turn the TV off or whatever, and be like, yo, you missed the whole part. Yes. I would beg them to stay, right? And explain myself. Wait! And explain myself. Now, after they can't understand what I'm saying and they want to leave, then yeah. But I'm not going to be like, oh, you want to leave? I got it.
You're not going to say you're okay. It's not going to be that.
Well, it might not be okay. It might not be like,
never-
you're okay.
You gonna
Wait,
crash
but it's not-
out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not going to crash.
You won't crash out.
Man.
You are going to crash out.
No.
I'm convinced.
They know. For sure.
They
know.
know. Nah,
Ain't
bro.
no way you going to just be like, all right, cool. If the situation is dead and it's not working, I feel like it's just not working.
Everything dead. Nah.
But I feel like everybody should have that conversation. Like,
Yeah.
all right, it's dead.
Before
Let's
you
just
get
go
up
our
and do
separate
your
ways.
shit,
I get it, but when you can't say 1,000 times. Let's be realistic.
A million.
Forever.
A million. If I'm not, bro, if I'm not happy in the situation, why should I
get it.
stay? How am I gonna be happy? How am I gonna be happy if I'm staying in the situation for what? If she's not making me happy, what should I do?
All right. Okay. So would you be at? I would more rather you say, you know what, marriage probably not for me because I tried it like 4 times. I'm just saying 4 times.
You crazy?
You gonna still try for the 5th and 6th?
I wouldn't get to 4.
But that's
4.
exactly what I'm saying.
He gonna be like, he don't want to get married ever again.
Thank you. Now that's what I said. If you say that,
All right, so then you
I
gonna be
could
saying you want to be
understand.
single.
Yes. I'd rather that.
I
But that's
wanna
what I'm
be
saying.
single.
So
I
for
would
you,
date.
all right. So he answered right. For you, Jab, you would keep going and try to get married until you find the right person.
Yeah.
So my question is this:
Married?
Yeah.
do you have to get married to say you found the right person?
No. When you find the right person, you're gonna get married, right?
You don't have to.
But
After a certain
afterwards,
age, I feel
it
like,
might
man,
get
you-
stale and boring.
That start with me after a certain age. I see people all the way up in their 60s and shit now.
Getting married?
What y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Nah.
They want to spend their finals with
They're
each
70
other.
and shit.
Nah.
They take the whole day to get down the fucking aisle to get married, walking slow and
you
shit.
wrong.
They happy,
Wrong.
right?
Come on, man. What y'all doing?
They getting married.
Let's enjoy this shit together while we here. Fuck all that marriage shit that they talking about. We ain't got to do that.
And
at that age.
I feel like that's a society thing too, because society pressure them like, oh, you have to, and it gotta be, and people looking at them a certain way.
You was pressured to get married.
Nah.
So it's like it's not necessarily just society thing. It's what you want. Like,
No, I'm saying like at that age.
oh,
right?
at 60,
Yeah. Why? If y'all was together for so long, why do it now?
No, I ain't even talking about so long. Like they recently met.
Oh, recently
Yeah,
met?
You never
they
seen that
old.
before?
They yeah,
They
I seen
old.
that. And the people that met in the
I give
nursing
them
home.
that. I give them
see what
that.
y'all
I give them
doing.
that. They found happiness.
So be happy together.
You know,
What y'all doing?
no. They're like you. They kept trying it until they got 60. And it was
And
like,
then-
oh, I finally found the
They
one.
ain't like me. If they was
They
like
found
me,
the
they would
one.
have never did that. 65 talking about I'm getting married.
But you
Just
probably
met
found
this
the person.
like last year.
You found the person now. You got the relationship. You got the conversation. You got the money. everything is good now. So
At
yeah.
65, we ain't got much longer to go. Let's enjoy this shit while we
Speak
here.
for yourself.
Exactly. Thank you,
At
Jeff.
65, we ain't got much longer to go.
Yes, that's why you might as well get married and settle.
So we have to. I can't settle down with you without being married.
I can't have your last name for that. My
There you
final
go.
years.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you,
You can
Jeff.
have it. You can have it. You can have the last, the first, the middle name. You
Yes.
can have all that. We gotta get married.
And that's the only way to
See,
get
that's
it.
what I'm saying. It ain't about the love. It's about the last name.
So let me
and having
ask you.
this and having that.
If she'd be like, you know what, we ain't got to do the whole walking down the aisle. And let's just go sign papers.
Oh, we definitely could do that. Too.
Oh, okay, that's
We
good.
definitely
All
could do
But
that.
why you can't give her fairy tale?
See, there we go. It's a fairy tale. That shit not real. Talking about unicorns and dragons and shit like that.
Why
That's not real.
can't? Why
That's
can't?
what
Why
women
can't
want,
let that
though.
lady
That's-
walk down the aisle?
And that's the problem.
Because think about
She
it.
been waiting 60 something
Exactly, that's what I'm
years to
saying.
get married,
See?
and you can't take her down the aisle.
All her friends got married.
See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there.
Right.
Yeah, pressure.
You worried about your friends. You worried about fairy tale shit. Are you here for me? Bitch, when I'm sick, you gonna take care of me?
You're
Or you
damn
worried about
right.
Yes.
You worried
You're
about the
damn
ring.
right.
Yeah.
You
You're
worried about
damn
the ring
right.
and the last name.
I want it all. I want to take care of you,
Thank you.
and I want the ring, and I want the
This
last
is why
name.
you're gonna have nothing. You hear what she's saying? You hear what she's saying? You're gonna have nothing.
I'm already
Nothing.
60 years.
Nothing you
60
gonna
how
have.
much?
You done built your shit for 65 years. And what she just said? She wanted it all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now you got your kids looking at you
I
like
want
this
it all.
dumbass
I
old
want
man.
it all with you. The fuck?
Yes, with you.
Keep on. Keep on. Keep on.
Until you become boring. She's like, all right, I'm
Keep
taking
on.
this with me.
I'm
on.
crying.
After 65
I might die
years,
before Eddie.
she gonna take all your shit. She gonna come and take all your shit. She want it all.
So we already do a prenup.
She wants your name,
That's it.
The money.
money.
Yes.
Okay, y'all doing
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much. She never said all of that.
So what do you want there? You said you want it all.
The last name.
That's what you're worried about? The
I
last
don't
name?
fucking know what they worried about the age.
Let me ask you a question. This is a female question. What's so important about getting the name?
What do you
don't
mean?
mean shit.
Not everybody take the man name.
Facts. So what is it about marriage that you guys are looking for? Like you guys want? What you want?
I guess the claim, the lifetime saying that, all right, this is my person. I'm committed to this person. I want to spend the rest of my life with you and do everything and grow and build
And
with you.
all of that.
And
can
what
be
if that
said
person's-
and done without being married?
Facts.
Yeah,
So
but some
let me-
people are just
like-
traditional
but
where they want to experience
okay,
that.
so let's say you meet somebody, right? Jay, I'm asking you this question too, right? Let's say you meet somebody and everything is good and the person want to get married. Well, I'm gonna ask you first. You want to get married, but he's like, we good, man. I give you everything you want, but I don't want to get married.
If
I
that's
seen it
something
happen.
that's important enough to me and I'm
Yes.
not getting, then I might leave your ass.
But he's giving you everything.
So, again, that's settled. I could go get everything plus what I'm asking for with somebody else.
No. You might get scrapped.
That's true too.
But here you have everything. And you
Yeah,
wanna
but
leave
again,
just
I
because you don't wanna
can
get
settle
married.
for this, which is not enough what I want. That's, some people, nah, ain't no funny shit. Some people just want the stars, the moon, the sky, all the fucking planets.
Oh, you want all of it.
So if you're not getting this and you know that you can, you're gonna leave the situation and get more.
Go with it. I feel like, bro, ain't nothing worse than if somebody's forcing you to get married or like what? Like, you gotta tell me to marry you? Like you're forcing me and telling me like
But not forcing. She's asking.
if I don't if I don't see it in you,
Yeah.
then I don't see it in you. It's just that simple. If I don't see it in you, I don't see it in you.
What, like you being married to that person, you don't see it in them?
If I don't see them as the type of person who I say, you are a solid partner, a solid wife, who I understand that you're gonna have my back regardless of what shit is. Shit get rough, I'm not gonna be disrespected. You're gonna stand by me, you're gonna stand in front of me, you're gonna stand behind me. Wherever you are, you're gonna be here with me. If I'm not seeing that type of stuff from you,
Facts.
then you know what I mean, like, and that's what I feel like most men, they do look for that. They want to see that.
But what
I
I,
was
do
just about
feel
to say
like,
that.
so most men, they know that that's not what they want. They're looking for more, but they'll still stay in that relationship instead of just say what it is.
They looking for more as what?
As far as they want the girl to have their back and do all of the shit that you just said, even though they being disrespectful and shit like that. Some of them will stay in that relationship instead of...
Yeah. You have guys who are gonna just stay, or
But instead
it's
just have
probably
that
not at a-
conversation.
it's probably not at a high level of disrespect, but it's not at the level where it's like, all right, I gotta leave you.
Yeah.
But this is the
But
level
I
though.
don't see you to
This what I'm-
marry you though.
But yeah, you're at the level where it's like, all right, we cool. I just don't see you to marry, but I'm gonna stay with you. Like, why don't you just have that conversation so that person could have that choice to just either stay or go? Like the
But
fuck.
sometimes you you're with this person, you love this person, you're in love with this person. You just don't see marriage. You just don't see it. And
but you
I don't
know
think that's a bad thing that I don't see marriage.
But you know that's what they want, and you don't see it, so you're not going to give it to them because you don't see it. So is it fair for you not to communicate that and be like, yo, I love you, but
I agree with you.
But sometimes I feel like you don't even be having that conversation, like the marriage conversation. People don't necessarily sit down and be like, well, you know, I do love you. I do care about you. We're happy and good right now, but I don't see you as a wife type. Like, who does that?
but the person keep initiating, showing you all the ways that they want to be married. They showing you, but you already don't want to be married.
All right. How long does it take for you to fucking see that? If I'm showing you the house is on fire, the house is on fire, the house is on fire, and you sitting there not getting out the house,
Jazz, the house is on fire, bro.
What does that mean? So you keep initiating. How long does it take for you to realize that, all right, cool, this person don't want to marry me?
Yeah. Now, I even seen a situation like that where a woman knows that the guy do not want to be married to them. Not even like don't want to be married to them, right? Because I feel like they're selling them a dream. Like they want to be married, but the guy never take the steps to even go down on one knee. So then they start to do it. Like they propose to the guy, but the wedding never happened. You never seen that before?
So they've been engaged. They just engaged for
and they still together. They engaged for a long time. They still together, but they just never get married.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Marriage is
so they settling. They love this person so much that they just settle for this person, even though the person don't want to marry them.
Marriage is a beautiful thing when it's done right with two people who
wants to be
share
married,
the same or similar mindset, and want to get it done.
Correct.
I feel like the minute one person is off from the next, and it's usually, I'm gonna be honest, it usually happens like that.
But the thing is, a relationship, a marriage, anything, right? The first couple of years always gonna seem good until that person finds a sweet spot and becomes either boring or the person just relaxing, like cooling, and the other person like, yo, what are you doing? All right, so. Story, right? You asked about marriage, how long you stayed together. Me and my wife was cool for a while, like boyfriend, girlfriend, chilling. Not until my mother brought me to her and I to a restaurant, sitting there, my mom started talking about kids and, when y'all gonna get married? Like, y'all been doing
so
this
that's
forever.
the peer pressure?
I know it was peer pressure, but, not until that point.
Y'all never even thought about even having that conversation.
Ever in life. So did you know that's when I found out that my wife wanted to get married?
So see?
I was like...
So she wanted to, but I never had that conversation.
Exactly. When we left, I was like, yo, how come you ain't tell me this before? I didn't.
It didn't affect her, bro.
Chilling. It was good.
It didn't affect her. It never affected her.
Until?
She was happy for you and being with you. So she was happy to be your girl. Yeah. She was happy to be your wife. She was happy to be your spouse. She was happy to be whatever it was.
Without the title?
She was happy because you was there.
But was she really? Because I'm pretty sure she was happy that your mother finally told you.
No, she was happy.
Did you say it?
You can't say that, Jack. and that's why I say, like, yo, when people say stuff like that, it's just like, only thing you care about is just getting a ring.
No, that's not what I say. That's not what I say.
She was happy.
But hold on. I'm not saying it like that because I'm saying.
Drake put the picture perfect.
Right, but at the same time, it's just like, how did your mom come with that conversation? Is that something she was witnessing? Is that conversation that they was already having?
Being a mom saying it.
I think so.
So she was happy that your mother said that to you because it's something that y'all probably never even said to each other.
Okay, but if his mom, hold on,
I get what you're saying, but listen to what he said.
Jack, hold on. If his mom never said anything, she would have still been happy because she loves him and wanted to be with him. So regardless if she got a ring or not, she's with him because she's happy. She was happy.
You understand?
No, she don't get it.
No, say it. Let me hear what you got to say.
It's because I don't know the real situation of if that's your mom or her even had that conversation or not.
All right, so my mom loved her enough to be like, yo, I feel like you guys need to be together. Like,
But that was never a conversation between your mom and her.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, then yeah, she would have just been with you.
But even if it was a conversation, if King mom had went to her and said, listen, I think y'all should get married. I'm gonna speak to him and we're gonna go out. I'm gonna speak to him and say something, and she agree with it. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Correct.
I don't think even though they had a conversation because she was good. Your mom initiated it, and she was like, "All right, I'll be happy. Shit, I'm happy now. I'm gonna be 10 times more happy when that happened. But I'm still happy at the end of the day."
Yeah,
that's just. I feel like that's just what it is.
Okay.
But I feel like most women they do give what you call it a couple of years before to be like, yo, by this. If we're in a relationship for, let's say we're in a relationship for 2 years, 3 years, and we're good, everything is good, right? And we're living together now. You're like, yo, we're living together now. Like, they always put an ultimatum. Yo, in the next 5 years, we got to be married. After that, then I want to kiss right away. I'm like, yo, what? I don't want that right now. We good where we at. How would you feel?
What do you mean?
Would you leave because of that? If he's like, yo, we good right now. Like, let's just chill. Don't force it. Because now it seems forced. Like, now you're giving me 5 years. Now I got to think about, damn, I got to. And that's a lot of pressure for men. Or I should say for some men. You'd be like, damn, now I got to think about marriage. Now I got to do this. I
feel like it depends on the person though. Because some people, they have like that mental thing where it's just like, all right, I'm on everything they planned out. They plan out their whole fucking life. So it's just like, by this age, I need to make sure I have a baby. By this age, I need to already have my company, my husband, or whatever the case may be. And if they feel like something is lacking, that person's holding them back, some people's gonna leave.
Because I feel like life is unpredictable, and when you try to predict life, that's when you start making fucked up decisions in life. And that happens all the time. Yeah, I need to have a baby by I'm 32. All right, but I want to have it with such and such person to make sure like shit is good. Now they get to 34, 35, they have no baby yet, but they want that baby. So what? They just grabbing anybody who come along. They ain't even trying to say, you know what? Let me vet this person now, because shit, clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Now life is unpredictable. You could never. Ain't nothing wrong with planning. Don't get me wrong. But when you set solely on it, like yo, at this time, at this date, it's gonna happen. Life is too unpredictable for that.
Dre, I ask you this question. Let's say you and your best friend, female best friend, right? She's like, listen, I don't want to date nobody, whatever. But I know you don't have anybody. You're just chilling. Can I just have a baby with you, and that's it? You don't have to be around or whatnot. I want to have a baby.
Just
with
want your sperm?
Because you're everything that you have. Yeah.
It's two questions.
Yeah.
How is this baby gonna be conceived?
Yeah. I really gonna ask you that.
For real? Is it, I know,
no. Y'all gonna have sex.
We're gonna have sex?
You're gonna have
cool.
sex.
2, what do you mean like I don't have to be there?
Like if you want to, cool, but if you don't want to, it's okay.
All right, the person I am, I would want to be.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't want to know that I have a child out there growing up.
But, all right, but if she be like, I don't want to, I love everything about you, but I don't want to be in a relationship.
No, not a relationship.
She just don't want to, not say she don't want to be in a relationship with you. She just don't want to be in a relationship, period. But you want to have a baby.
It's cool. I get that. But we don't have to be in a relationship for me to be a father to the child, is what I'm saying. Okay. Now, I get that. I get you don't want to be in a relationship. Yeah, you're just friends. All right, cool. We having this baby. But at the end of the day, I want to be around. I want to be a father. I want to be able to see this child and hang out with this child.
Yeah, she would let you do all that.
Yeah.
But when it becomes after that, y'all intimate, she don't want to be intimate with you after that. She just want the quality.
That's fine.
You go with that?
That's fine.
Would you do that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. As long as I could be a father to my child, that's fine. If I could agree to say I'm gonna give you a baby, regardless if it's IVF or we naturally doing it, if I could agree to that, I could also agree to say, you don't want to be with me. I understand, but I want to be a father. If we could come to that agreement, then I'm fine with that.
And you're cool with not being in a relationship with that person?
Yeah, if that person is my friend and we have that discussion, I can't force it, because then I'm gonna be over here talking about, let's do it for the kid, let's do it for the child.
Yeah.
They're not happy. They don't want to be with me. And I'm forcing them to be in some toxic shit. Now, that's not helping me or the child.
You gonna be scared?
Maybe it's the toxic.
And I feel like that's the problem. Like, we force people to stay in shit that they don't have to stay in. Do it for the kids. Y'all about to break up and y'all got a kid or y'all got kids, right? It's so toxic that it's fucking up the kids or the kids.
Yes, facts.
But y'all claiming.
They see it. They would definitely see it.
Y'all claiming that y'all doing it for the kids. We staying together for the kids. But y'all fucking them up. Y'all ruining these kids or the kid. Trying to say, we staying together. Like, facts. It's okay. It's all right to separate and do shit the right way and be happy.
True. Jav.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you the question then. If your best friend come and ask you, hey, Jav, I want to have a baby with you, but that's it. You could be around, but...
Most women going to say no. Most women going to say no.
You never know. This might be different.
Some would, but most women
watch. It might be different.
No, I would say no.
You would say no?
Yeah.
But why no?
Especially if we gotta have sex, and I'm gonna look at my best friend differently. I don't want to have sex with my best friend.
But let me ask you this: but you know the quality your best friend has, right? And you want all of those.
No.
You want.
I'm gonna have to. For me, it's like I'm gonna have to go through the whole being pregnant and my son going thinking like this is their sibling. I don't want to do the confusing thing.
My son gonna think that this is sibling? I'm confused.
What do you mean? I have to carry the baby.
Yeah, that's gonna be the sibling. No matter what, you ain't gotta say that.
So then I don't understand. So you want me to ask my best friend or my best friend asking me?
See, that's why it's difficult for the women. Because Jav is going to have to keep the baby and be with the baby.
Correct.
No, I'm looking at it as like, the way how he asked
That's what I'm saying. Now it's like, you are going to have the baby.
Yeah, but give the baby to him
and then
after.
You're going to have to hand the baby over.
The fuck is you talking about?
That would be the issue.
No,
that would be the issue. It's different coming from the other side.
Okay,
it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah. But
that's my baby.
Quick, but the question though, when your partner is boring and predictable, what do you feel like the right thing to do? All right, prime example, I'm with somebody, right? And let's say I'm like, all right, cool, I buy you some sexy lingerie and stuff like that, and whatever, I give them to you, like, yo, it's yours. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you when to wear it, how to wear it. I'm expecting you to wear it though. 7 months later, still ain't wear them shits.
They ain't even send a picture?
7 months pass, or however long, I still ain't see it. Let's say, even if we live together, that's bad. But let's say we don't live together though. But you my girl, whatever. At what point do you feel like, all right, maybe I should show him what I look like in this? So either I'm gonna show up over there and have this on, or I'm gonna send him a little pic so he could see what it's looking like. You ain't do none of that. I come back to you and I'm like, damn, you could at least let me see it. Why you ain't send me a picture or some shit? And you clap back at, I'm not sending no pics. I don't do no shit like that. I'm not sending you no pics.
Cool. All right, so I'm here.
All right, cool. But then I'm questioning you. I'm your guy.
Yeah.
This is us. This is not high school. Yes. I'm your partner. Feel me? What's the problem with you letting me see what's supposed to be mine?
You can see it, but not everybody. That's some people out of their comfort zone, because they know what can happen after the relationship or during the relationship. You can just get out.
So now I'm gonna say to you,
what you mean?
So now
the picture being exposed.
All right, forget the picture.
Hold on. No. Don't forget the picture. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this then, right? That means you don't trust me. If you make the point that what could happen after the relationship ends, right? That means you don't trust me.
But what about during?
That means you don't trust me.
Shit.
If you think I'm gonna let your picture out, you don't trust me. So that means you're not seeing me on the same level I'm seeing you on. If you think me and you break up or we get into an argument, I'm gonna post your picture. Or even if not, I'm gonna go show people like, yo, look at this. You don't trust me. So now I'm looking at the relationship like, hold on now. Maybe I'm taking this shit too serious. You're not.
Exactly. Fact.
Because what I would do, I don't have a problem sending you pictures. I don't have a problem being open to you and exposed to you because I feel like I trust you enough and you don't trust me the same. So now I'm starting to reel myself back. Like, hold on.
That would hit super different.
That's how I look at it. Like, you really don't trust me if you're saying that.
No, you're not taking this relationship serious.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna reel myself back. So now I'm gonna be here. So now we slowly going this way because I feel like this ain't it. You don't trust me the way I trust you. And I feel like that happens so much in relationships.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's like the trust issue is like it happens so much where people don't trust each other.
That's
like, oh, I love you. I don't know how you gonna be loving somebody and be in love with somebody, but you don't trust them.
But what if it's that some people trauma though? Like they could love you, but some stuff that they've been through.
They went through some stuff.
Yeah.
I understand and I get that. But I feel like it's also knowing who you with now. You know what I mean? Like if you was with a dude who was beating your ass and you come to me and I'm doing everything to break that down and show you, I'm not putting my hands on you ever. I feel like you got to give me some grace. You got to give me some grace now because you're not with dude no more. You with me. And I've been showing you all the shit that he used to hit you for. I ain't never put my hands on you. Whenever you did none of that shit. Never. You got to give me some grace and be like, all right, you know what? Let me give him some leeway. Let me trust him a little bit more than I was trusting this person. But that comes over time. I don't expect it to be overnight. And
so you feel like 7 months is overnight?
If I'm sitting there with you for so long, preaching and taking my time, not getting mad, and and I sit down and I tell you like, all right, like, damn, I done bought you some sexy lingerie and I ain't see you in them yet. At least try to say, you know what? I got you.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a little something.
Yeah.
Might not be fully naked or nothing like that, but I'm going to try to show you a little something sexy. I feel like that's not bad.
At all. I agree.
Some people, they get offended by it though. You know what I mean? They feel like you telling them that the shit is boring it's such a bad thing. No, I'm trying to communicate with you and let you know that it's boring. Don't get offended. Fix the shit.
But they preach, communicate.
Let's fix it. Let's fix it together. I'm telling you it's boring. I'm telling you what I like. I'm saying, all right, I'm willing to work with you.
Yeah.
Let's work together and try to get there.
All right. So to wrap this up, you would say, what makes it boring for you? A relationship boring for you?
Predictable. Lack of sex or sexual. The communication is off. That to me is like it's dead and it's boring. And if I try to speak to you, try to communicate, and you decide that I'm standing my ground. This is how I feel, and I'm not changing it. Nah, it's not gonna work.
Got you, Jeff.
I definitely say the communication and the hustle. Like, not being stagnant in a relationship. Like, it gotta stay fun. Like, I'm not saying like every week we have to do date nights or whatever, but we have to do something to make sure we spending time with each other and stuff like that. And if that's not happening or whatever, and there's no growth, we can't talk, then it's boring as fuck.
I agree. So for me, it would be sex, communication, and the heaviest one for me is respect. That's it. Once that's not there,
Oh, that's a fact.
we gotta figure something out.
That's a fact.
The what if question.
The what if question of the day is, what if you could change your nationality, right? What country would you say you're from and why?
I was gonna say something funny like Jamaica.
Why is that funny? The fuck? I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm Jamaican, but if I have to change my nationality, I want to be Jamaican again.
Oh, whatever, bro.
I'm dead ass.
Wait.
It's not like
Let's start off with you because I gotta hear this. You would wanna wait. Is that what you picking?
to be Jamaican again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. This is the thing, right?
It asked for change, and she went with the change again. Make it make sense, bro.
That's why I asked that, because I'm like, for you to say it, I get it, but
you don't understand, bro.
Yeah.
I've been to. All right, come back to me. I come back to me.
For me, I don't know why, bro. Damn, Chinese. Wait, why you laugh?
I'm just thinking.
You're thinking what? Yeah, I know what you're thinking probably.
What you know? What you?
Oh, okay, never mind. You wasn't thinking what I was thinking. Because you started laughing. I'm thinking of something else.
You could definitely use the thumb.
Whoa. What the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy.
Dre, what's yours?
I had two, but I'll go with one. I'm gonna say Indonesia, Bali.
I love Indonesia. I love Indonesian food though. I can't hold you.
I'll go to Bali for
Damn.
the quality of life, relax, pace, chill, nightlife. I like the nightlife. It might be a little expensive to some people, but I feel like the cost of living isn't that bad.
So I would pick. Okay, so the reason I would pick. Wait. Nationality, right?
Yeah,
Chinese, right? Because they're good people.
okay, that's what you go.
Yeah. I was gonna say they're so smart.
That's what you go.
I mean, can I say that?
Yeah, you
Because
can.
it feel like I'm putting other people down, which I'm not. I'm just saying, I don't know why. Chinese.
Just go with technology. I feel like
That's what, and I want to say that, but
They're always ahead of the curve.
okay, so let's be realistic, right? If you go to China and those countries, right, their technology is so advanced and so different. You'd be amazed of what they're doing over there. That you come back over here, you be like, this is it? Nah, this ain't it. So stuff like that. And if I had to pick a country in particular, to be honest with you, people-wise, I would pick Japanese people. One of the nicest people, country clean, people clean. That's what I love. That's what I would look at. Is that bad? The qualities that I'm picking?
No.
What was your second one, Dre?
Nigeria.
Why you at that?
I have a couple of Nigerian friends, and based on what they've like, our concept of what Nigeria is, you gotta really see what Nigeria is, man.
You know,
different.
Can we do two?
You could go ahead. You
Now, I actually would want to pick an African country. African country. Why? Also because of this too. Because, okay, so I picked China, right? Because Chinese because of the language also and the writing. I feel like that's dope. The reason I would want to do any country in Africa because the different dialects that they have, they speak so many different languages that it's mind blowing for me. So I would want to see that.
One that I would want to speak is Swahili.
Swahili?
That's dope, bro.
For real?
Yeah, dope.
And also, one of my nieces, she speaks it. Plus, I would love to go to, I just like that life of being like there, which my perception, you know, as you're young, all you think is wild bush, animals running around.
They got crazy money out there.
And it's,
They got crazy money out there, and it's different.
It definitely is. But, those are my 2 countries that I would go for. I can pick a country there because I think I never heard about a country in Africa that I'd be like, nah. Any one of them I could rock with. Even though I'm going to get touchy right now, I think it was Morocco that kind of like messed the whole soccer stuff up. Whatever.
I've always not fucked with Morocco. I've always not fucked with Morocco anyway.
Yeah, but they could do better, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's foul.
They feel like they're not African.
Because they're like,
So I don't really fuck with it. It's always been like that for me. I never fuck with it. So
I didn't know that
I don't really
part.
care to say it. I'll say it.
I didn't even know that part. That's why. So, my bad.
Jav, what's your country?
Jamaican.
Oh, God.
Maybe Sicilian.
Sicily.
Really?
Huh?
Why?
Because they cook, I like how it looked over there. And I like Italian food, but Sicilian food, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe that, and that's a different language for me. That it might be hard to learn, but when I speak, it might sound good talking to y'all, like with an accent. Or what's that other thing? And they tall. These people are mad tall, bro. And a lot of them are like models.
Sweden?
Yeah.
Nigga had how many days to do some research?
Swedish? You want to be Swedish?
Because they mad tall.
Oh, because I get it. I get it.
It's not. They high up there too on I think they're like number 4 and number 5 of best countries that you could live in the world.
Really?
Yeah. They're not that bad.
Shit, New Zealand.
Cost of living is not bad too. You know what I mean? Like it's a few of them that's there. You just might have to deal with the cold a lot, but and they your first 5 years of living there, you get free class and learn how to speak the language.
Oh, for real?
So for 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah,
That's
for 5
dope.
years.
But what they do in Paris? You have to pay for your class over there?
Fuck Paris. Dirty ass country. Fuck Paris.
Ain't nobody shit on where you wanted to come from.
First of all, we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk bad about it. We're not gonna talk bad about the country, right?
I would say.
But to be honest with you, my perception of Paris is nice, clean, relaxed.
It's not. Don't let them fool you, bro.
Most people that came back from there told me
rats and all that, and they nasty. They nasty.
Ratatouille.
They not clean, bro. When it comes to their food, bro, and how they serve and all that, they not clean, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
And I heard the attitudes be different towards.
Yes, bro. Fuck Paris.
American treat other people like we give them props, but other countries we go to, they look at us like, you don't think so? Americans?
Nah.
You think
It depends. It depends on who you're saying in America.
Yeah.
And that's why they look at us and be like, they don't fuck with us. It's for a specific reason. Americans be
because they probably take it back
Americans be doing the most, bro.
That we don't know.
They be in everybody's business. They wanna.
All right. So let's go there now. When I was younger, I always looked up to America like, if we ever go to war, please, America, come save us. Now being here, and I think I still feel the same way, but now being here and I see America go in different countries and try to help people. I see that it's not just help; it's what they're getting out of it. You know what I'm saying? So here I'm thinking, yes, do this for this country. Not knowing that back end for them is like the pocket's really deep. So
you gotta understand, walking into somebody's country and telling them my country's better than yours, and this that you've been doing for 1,000 years is wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. Do it like this.
Correct. Yes.
I definitely disagree. How you think people are gonna feel?
Of course, I definitely disagree with that.
You're telling them like, yo, this is not how you say this word.
Yeah.
This is how you say it.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, like, what? Who are you? I've been doing this all my life.
It's not Italia.
Yeah.
It's Italy. Crazy?
I'm saying, like, that's why, like, other countries look at it like, I don't like Americans.
I can see that, though. I can see that. Because having a lot of conversation with people, yes. Now that you bring that up, I definitely see that.
So Jav said she wanted to be what?
Jamaican.
Jamaican and
no, all right.
Italian.
Sicilian and
Italian.
Swedish.
Yeah, hear me, Sweden. Swedish. I want to be Swedish on a yodel. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's two good ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Nigeria and I'm gonna go Bali.
Nigeria.
I want to be able to be out there and chill, relax. You know what I mean? Enjoy life.
Why not Ghana though?
Either or.
Or Senegal.
I've had more Nigerian friends, so I've seen it. I did speak to one girl who was from Ghana. And it was cool. She showed me a lot of stuff and all of that.
And that's why I couldn't pick. To be honest with you, it's a lot of people that I know from Africa, different countries, and I feel like they're all dope. I mean, you got your people that's gonna be. It's like any country you go to, but most part, good. I'm a foodie. Their food, I love it.
Oh, and I'm somebody from Kenya also. Kenya is pretty dope too. They got money out there too.
And Sierra Leone.
But they got money, like I said.
You know mad people from there?
Sierra Leone? No.
It's pretty dope.
Okay, wait. I hate to ask you guys this, and I know I'm doing something dumb here.
You are.
But what's the food
You are.
that you would love from that country?
You are.
That you know of?
What's the food that I would?
Yeah.
So I'll definitely go with jollof rice.
Oh, have to.
And it's this fish, this fried fish, like it's fried up real dry, and then they
stew it.
they stew it down in a little sauce.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
Definitely. Rock with
So
that.
I'm gonna stick to African countries. I don't know who makes this, but I always go to this African spot. DB lamb or DB chicken, but DB lamb for sure. Jollof rice, and then they have this peanut stew that they have. Damn, I could go with all of them that they have.
Okay.
But that's it. That's about it. Say thank you, because I saved you just now.
How?
Yeah.
Not because you asked me about my food.
Because I could, and you wouldn't have nothing to say.
I would have just said jollof rice.
you wasn't even on Africa anyway, but go ahead.
What's that?
You didn't say Africa.
No, because Dre said, when you asked him his second one, he said it. I was like, I don't want to say the same continent. Like,
Oh, you could have.
I know, but
did.
there's so much places out there.
You're right.
Anyways, y'all already know what it is. It's the Hate Me Now podcast. Not just a podcast, but a lifestyle. And if you hate us then, you're still gonna hate us now. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And like Dre said,
Keep fucking with us.
as always.